China has had the most strict pandemic control in the entire world for the past 3 years. However, recently, the government has decided to take on a more open approach in regards to the pandemic control, as many health experts believe that Omicron is no longer dangerously lethal to most people. So we're out here today to see how Wuhan is returning back to its normal life after 3 years of strict pandemic control. One of the biggest changes that you first notice is that many of the COVID testing booths, much like the one here behind me, are now empty and even being taken away, which is huge because compared to a month ago, we were still required to show a negative 48-hour test in order to go into public transportation, public places, and even work in school. Without having to prove that we have completed the negative 48-hour test, these booths are no longer necessary. So as I said previously, we were required to show a negative 48-hour COVID test in order to enter the subway and public transportation. But now all we have to do is just scan a QR code and have a green code to prove that we are entering the subway. And as you can see, there are tons of scooters behind me to show that people are now going back to work and resuming their daily life here. So now we're going to go enter the subway and check it out. So we are here at one of Wuhan's busiest subway stations, and with many workplaces opening up and shops and malls no longer under lockdown restriction, the subway definitely feels a lot busier than it was just a few weeks prior. Of course, people are still required to wear masks, but the resumption of work has a lot of people very excited as we see the economy resuming. So now we are standing in front of this mall, much like many other typical malls you can find here in Wuhan, where just a few weeks ago, 70% of the restaurants were closed down and dining in was strictly forbidden. But what about now? Let's go check it out. Okay, so now as you can see, most restaurants are now open and running. Most people, although worried about catching the virus, seem relieved about the loosening of the restrictions, and there's a renewed feeling of hope and security with the resumption of normal life. After 3 years of ups and downs, I'm excited to see what a reopening will bring. Stay happy and stay healthy, my friends.